Correctly with the correct amount.
D20 Radio, where gamers roll.
www.d20radio.com.
I'm giving you one chance. Leave my home, leave my neighborhood, never come back, and I won't destroy you. That white fire again just spreads all over Moroni. Then over his left arm, out of white flame, a tower shield materializes, and in his right hand, a great sword appears out of that same white fire. Moroni looks at the door and it opens, and Moroni steps out of the house, surrounded by this white fire with glowing sword and shield in hand.
Cayden's making his way behind him, but like hides to the side of the door, like as it's open, as high as he can hide.
Rian is just waiting right behind Cayden.
Yeah, Joan gets ready too, has her wand out.
Andressa pulls some water out of her.
Rian is behind both of his blessed knives.
Elianna's got her gun.
Yay! Voltaire's got the rifle.
What is your answer? As much as I wish otherwise, my pets, end him. And then you hear a whistling sound, and a shaft of wood appears in the chest of one of the Strigoi. Then like a bark, and that same Strigoi gets hit on the other side and tumbles to the ground. Oh, did I forget to mention? I called friends.
Hey, reinforcements.
Hey! All right, here we go.
How well can everyone see the battlefield?
Very well, I think.
Pretty good, actually, yeah. It's pretty good.
For the listener, the battlefield is a table with some books, some massive books stacked up as houses and a bunch of Legos.
Yep.
And a Lego car.
Mm-hmm.
That's our truck.
Fan of that. Oh, that says all the way over there.
Well, that's not our truck. Our truck is over here.
Oh, jeez.
Gotcha. That's closer.
Okay, yeah.
I'm hoping that's the friend's truck.
Hoping.
All right, we're all still inside while Johnson...
Well, this is a neighborhood, so there's actually also like a car over here.
Oh, nice.
Okay, that's awesome. I love
pink Cadillac.
Got a car for every parkway. Okay.
All right, initiative.
Oh boy. Aaron.
All right, that's me first. Since I don't retain things, it is 2 yellow and 2 blue die. Because I have constant vigilance, so we'll do vigilance.
Nice.
So yeah, 2 yellow, 2 blue.
Would this be cool or vigilance then?
It'd be cool for the rest of you, I believe, because you knew the fight was coming.
All right, Cayden has a triumph, a success, and 5 advantages.
Holy freaking crap.
Oh my laws.
I feel like he's probably first. Probably.
What?
See how you do. Yeah, 2 yellow and a green.
Andi has 4 successes and an advantage.
Dang.
That's pretty good.
All right.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Joan has a triumph, 3 successes and an advantage.
Oh
gosh.
Nathaniel.
I am first going to use my rapid reaction talent. I'm going to suffer 3 strain to give myself 3 automatic successes.
Ooh.
And then my cool is 2 yellow.
All right, that's 1 success and 1 advantage, so 4 successes and 1 advantage total.
Point of order question. Do I have to use knowledge if I have know your enemy? Because my cool is actually pretty good.
You do not.
Excellent. I'm going to use my cool. My cool is 2 yellow, 2 green.
All right, that is 5 successes and 1 advantage.
We're all doing so good.
Don't say that.
I'm already knocking, Nathaniel. Why do you do this?
Aaron, I don't think you have any place to talk when you literally, not 10 minutes ago, asked this man, what do you do when you can't save everybody? I don't think you have a place to be criticizing people for jinxing anything.
All
I
right,
didn't directly jinx anything. That was just a genuine question.
That is
It was
some
in
intense
character,
foreshadowing.
and it was in character.
All right, guys.
Moroni has 4 successes and 3 advantages.
Jeez.
Cool. Who's
Let's
next?
see what-
Wait, hold on.
Elianna.
Me?
Oh, wait, has Zander gone?
I have.
Oh,
Cayden.
4 yellow. Sorry. I actually
All
hope
right, that is 3 successes and 4 advantages.
middling. That's what I want. I don't want to be first.
So, how many Strigoi are we going up against total now?
Well, I think one just died, so that makes it
7.
7 or 6, I think.
6 or 7. Because he said 7 or 8.
Yeah, unless the handler brought more.
Which he didn't
Nathaniel,
say that
such
he-
positive things coming from your end.
See, I know you got mad at me,
You
Caitlin, but mine was a
freaking ray of
narrative.
sunshine.
A narrative jinxing. That's just great. That's good stuff. This is Nathaniel just his general being like, oh, but like this. Oh, but
That
like
just-
this.
Well, I
Which
think at
I
this
need you to stop being so freaking positive all the
But you do
time,
too,
okay?
Caitlin, because you give Jonathan really good
I
ideas
can't
for the bears.
help it. My brain is wired to destroy lives. I'm sorry.
Yep, I knew it.
All right,
man
we
over
did
here.
better than most of the Strigoi.
Than
Okay,
most
that-
of the
That's
Strigoi.
fine.
All right, that's good.
Can we see the battlefield, please?
Yeah, we'll have to move it back down.
We can't see.
Right.
I'm more intrigued in the initiative order.
Yeah.
Because this is going to be crazy.
Gonna be some insanity.
Yeah, this is going to be nuts.
Gonna be long rounds. That's what it's gonna be.
Yeah, about
Joan, Cayden, Voltaire, Moroni, Strigoi, Andi, Rian, Elianna, Strigoi.
Okay, well,
Wait,
that
Joan's
tracks.
going first?
where was the handler in this?
He's not.
Okay, no, I understand what's happening. Okay.
He's controlling the Strigoi, so technically isn't the Strigoi his turn?
What?
Fair enough.
He's standing back with his little cross staff and watching.
I don't like it.
Mm.
I don't like it.
I don't
All right,
like
so wait, I heard it was
Same.
Joan first. Is that actually correct? Wow. All right, then.
All right, so Joan steps out from behind, from the doors. She is going to cast her signature spell, Voltaire, the shield spell. She's going to suffer 2 additional strain to extra focus.
Nice.
She wouldn't happen to be adding the sanctuary upgrade to this, would she?
She cannot. She's not a person of faith. She's just a wizard. Joan shouts, shakes out her shield bracelet and shouts, Voltaire! And a shimmering shield of silver energy surrounds her. And I'm going to spend a story point as Joan. So using the brilliant casting talent, I spend 1 story point to add advantages equal to ranks in knowledge supernatural, which is 4. So adding 4 advantages. So Joan is going to protect not just herself, and this has defensive. So everyone affected is going to have all attacks that hit them reduced by 2, and they gain 4 defense.
Nice.
And this is affecting everyone in the group except Moroni.
He doesn't seem like he needs it.
No.
He has his own shield, and his does have the sanctuary effect.
That's good.
Nice.
And so Joan is actually going to be just right behind, right to the left of Moroni as she does this, left and behind a bit. So she also has his massiveness in front of her as well.
Smart. That's good. That's good play.
Okay, Jonathan,
All right.
what range are the Strigoi at right now?
Some of them are at medium, some are at short. Next is Cayden.
We'll go for the one of the ones that's short.
So there's the one that was previously exposed to sunlight and so is weaker. The cloth coverings were torn up.
Right.
And then there's 2 more that are fully clothed up.
Okay.
The clock.
Ooh, we'll go for the clothed ones.
Ooh.
So make a maneuver to get over there because it's at short.
In wolf form, you can go to medium range in 1 round.
Oh, frick, I forgot. What? Oh, I forgot.
Moroni and...
How many are at medium?
2 that you can see.
2 that I can see. Okay.
Or I guess you can't see. 2 that you can
Sense or had sensed before, had been detailed before. Okay.
Others went into the backyard.
Ah, okay. Ooh.
That's right.
All right. No, he'll still go for the cloth that's short. I love that he can go to medium though. He'll just be bolting out the door, and we're biting at them. That will be a brawl check, and that will be 3 yellow and a green.
No, you should be at 5. Your direwolf form should have 4 brawn automatically.
Man, I keep forgetting that the ward stuff, I'm leaning on the ward stuff. Okay, yeah, it's 5. So it'd be 3 yellow and 2 green.
All right. You leap at the Strigoi. Triumph.
Anything else?
And so 1 triumph, 1 success, and the additional success from the triumph, and 3 advantages. Since you're attacking with wooden fangs, you hit.
It's crit 1, isn't it? Yeah, it's crit rating 1. Shh. You know what? We are going to crit the crap out of this guy. We'll spend 1 advantage to crit. We'll have the other 2 and the triumph add to the crit, but his bite also has vicious 2.
Oh my gosh. Plus 90.
That's right.
Jeez.
Let's hope this is a good one.
86.
Boy, oh boy.
Holy crap.
Yeah, that's a dead, complete, obliterated death.
Nice.
You bite his head off.
That's plus 90, you said, right?
Yeah, plus 90. Because it'd be 50. Yeah, it's 90. Yeah, plus 90.
Yeah, so that's 176. And anything above 151 is complete death.
There you go.
So literally, after the shield is gone, there's just this bolt of fur that just shoots out the door. And basically, the momentum of just the initial jump is enough to just careen him straight towards the first Strigoi at short. And he goes right for the chest and just sinks it in. Your pure force would just slam into him first. Pretty much.
And you just hear crunching bone from the impact, and then your fangs sink into his chest.
Right.
Just getting it in both hearts.
Just coming straight out the gate like a freaking cannon and just obliterating this first Strigoi before they even realize it. He's just gone.
Frick.
And after he's once he's there, he just kind of what's around him right now? Just a lot of other Strigoi, I guess.
Yep.
He'll take his other maneuver to move back towards Joan and Moroni as a way of kind of protecting at this point.
All right.
We'll suffer 2 strain for that. Yeah.
I just wanted to know if Voltaire ever winced at hearing Joan's French whenever she casts spells.
Slightly.
He has to have his own freaking little thing.
All right. Voltaire's turn.
Oh, geez.
What ammunition are you using right now? Because you got the hunting rifle.
I do have the hunting rifle. I think he'd stick to wooden bullets because those can do just as much damage to people as anything. And he's going to take aim at the handler.
You can't see him because the building is in the way.
Gotcha.
Okay. I'm assuming he's within long range.
He is at long range.
He is at long range. Okay. I can still shoot him.
Yeah, hunting rifles at long, yeah.
Okay. So that is 3 yellow, and yes, I would like to flip a story point.
All right.
And I would also like to use my maneuver to aim.
It also has accurate 1 as well.
Nice.
That's because hunting rifle.
And I also have the passive talent called Column. It doesn't add black die due to the aim maneuver during combat. All right, that's all.
Oh, column, that's specifically for when you are targeting a specific part of their body, because you add black die to a check when you're trying to target a specific part of someone's body.
Okay, I just want to shoot him, so that's irrelevant.
That's irrelevant. But cool talent to have. All right, we're going to flip 1 story point back.
That's fair.
You succeeded with a triumph.
Yeah!
What do you want to have the triumph do?
Can the triumph knock his staff? Make him drop his staff?
Sure.
Because in Voltaire's brain, that's how he's controlling these things.
All right. So the staff goes flying out of his hands as he's got a bullet in his arm. And he reaches and pulls the bullet out.
Ooh.
And flicks it. And his blood.
Would it be pulling out? I feel like be more like digging out because it would be in his arm. It wouldn't just be like clean.
Wait, let
No,
John-
it's not clean. Yeah, it's digging. Like, he reaches into the wound and, like,
okay.
pulls out, and there's no change of expression on his face as he, like, digs his fingers into the flesh of his own arm, pulls out the bullet. His blood, when it hits the sunlight, it steams. It hisses and steams.
Wow.
No, this isn't. He isn't.
I don't love that.
No.
What do you mean no?
Okay.
What do you mean no? What is this?
I had an idea, but no.
Okay.
It's a crazy thought.
If you don't call it now, then you never get to say you called it.
I understand the rules of that, Caitlin, very
Alright,
well.
just checking.
Okay.
And so the vampires are still running at you guys to attack you as he goes to pick up his staff again. Then it's Moroni's turn.
Get
Go
him.
Moroni.
Moroni steps out to attack one of these things at short range, at engaged range, and it like pulls back from him as he steps forward. And Moroni here, actually, no, that's not what he does. So he's going to stay right next to Joan. So he has his shield up over her, and he just points his sword at the approaching vampires, and then going to use the Strength of Faith talent, adding 5 automatic advantages and 4 automatic successes.
It's called, it breaks things. Power of faith, man, is...
Obviously.
I mean, Alex done some crazy crap, but in this world, that's just insanity.
Actually, he's not going to attack the ones at short range. He's going to point at the ones at medium range. And he, like, closes his eyes, and just the air, like, there's just this tension in the air as he uses Divine Wrath. The sky above them just lights up as a column of white flame just bursts from the sky, and everything within short range of the initial target is consumed with flame.
I am so glad that Cayden moved back into range with...
Yeah.
Dealing a total of 16 damage to everything in the blast radius and setting them on fire.
Wow.
And since that was a blessed attack, basically, does that go through their soak completely?
Blast not go through soak?
No, I'm talking about since it was like blessed magic and...
So what that does, so the holy effect on a spell
Yes.
makes so every success you get, instead of adding 1 damage, adds 2 damage.
Yeah.
Oh.
As long as it's against the specific
Yeah.
type of...
Yeah, something that's
Anti.
antithetical to your fate.
Right. I believe Alex has used holy before, but not often because it only really...
So those 2 are now almost dead and will die in a round. And they're also weakened because their clothing got incinerated.
So wouldn't they be dead then?
No, they're weakened by the sun.
Oh, no, you're right. No, because when the sun is out, their wound and strain pressure...
You're right. You're right.
They're dead.
So they're just gone. They're ash.
Wow.
So what you see is just fire just comes from the sky, and you see just for an instant these things engulfed in flame and then gone, and all that's left is ash.
Jeez. Okay.
What the heck?
There they go.
There they
I
go.
didn't think we were at Alex level already.
Then after that, he kind of collapses to one knee, and the sword vanishes from his hand, and he's barely able to hold up the shield. Normally, he'd be fine because he has a pretty high strength threshold, but with that despair, he is now at his... We just gave him a total of 9 strain and 3 wounds.
That's not good.
Just took everything out of him and negated one of the spells he was maintaining.
That's not good.
Hence, losing the sword.
But he took out like a handful of enemies, so I guess it paid off.
Well, yeah.
He still got the shield up.
Yeah.
So
Voltaire he sees that and says to himself, "Dear God in heaven."
Yes.
All right. Then it is one of the remaining Stragoy's turns.
How many are left?
Yeah, what all's left on the battlefield?
There's 2 that are left on the battlefield.
Oh my gosh.
One of them's the weakened one because Cayden was specifically for a clothed one. So one of them's weakened.
So the remaining one, fully clothed one, charges at Joan. Joan gets this thing just leaps at Joan, and I'm going to spend a story point to help him out.
Are we going to spend one back?
Yes.
Yeah, flip it.
Flip it back,
Flip
sir.
it back.
So this thing leaps at Joan, and it is about to crush her with its fangs an inch away from her throat, breaking through her shield. When Moroni throws it off with his shield.
Can he do that? It's not his turn.
Bodyguard.
Not, but he has the parry talent.
Huh?
With that, assuming the
lock and bulwark editions.
Right.
What does that
What?
The good stuff we've never had to use before.
So parry, he can suffer strain to reduce damage from a melee attack. And with bulwark, he can, instead of just defending himself, he can also defend an engaged ally.
So what, does he just pass out? Because he's no stamina?
Yep. So he throws the Strigoi off and then collapses.
Frick.
We're going to need to get that man up again.
Oh, yeah.
How far over his threshold is he?
He is 3 over.
I believe there are some energy drinks in Cayden's bag. I don't think I used all of them.
I mean, I don't know if anyone knows that.
If they looked in his bag to
Voltaire would know
get
that.
if they looked in his bag to get bullets, then yes, they should have seen them.
Okay.
All right. It's Andy's turn.
So there's a Strigoi at the door then.
Well, he just got thrown back a bit, but yeah.
I want it with the water I have. I want to form it into ice discs and throw it so it slices their heads off.
So freaking rad.
That's so
All right.
legit.
That is magic attack and potentially with the destructive add-on, which gives it pierce.
It tracks.
So what are your ranks in your magic skill?
3 yellow and 2 green.
That's so nice. That's nice.
Jeez.
So you take a maneuver to get out of the house. Do you take another maneuver to focus? That would be 2 additional strain.
It says I have lingering spell.
Mm-hmm.
I just spend a story point to. Well, I can take more strain. I'm at 0 strain. Sure, I can take 4 strain. It doesn't even matter.
That's not what lingering spell does.
I don't know what lingering spell does. I don't know what most of my talents do.
Lingering spell means that if you create a shield or something, or augment or something like that, you can maintain it without having to spend a maneuver each round to do so.
Oh, I like
Alex
that.
needs that too. That'd be nice.
Anyway,
You failed with 4 advantages.
what can I just crit him or?
You don't have a crit rating.
Yeah, magic spells don't have a crit rating unless I think
You add that effect.
Yeah.
What can I do with that?
Hang on. Can she have it disable the robed guy's mode of transportation? Or is he to reverse that?
There is no mode of transportation visible.
Could it slice up their cool robes?
Ooh,
Or just
that's
him.
smart.
Yeah, with those 4 advantages, you could have the ice sticks just shred up his coverings enough that he's got some sunlight pouring onto him.
Oh, I'll do that.
All right, yeah, the ice discs fly out, and he's just got a big bunch of his chest and face in direct sunlight.
That's what he gets for having a terrible outfit.
Hisses and shirks away, and then it's Rian's turn.
Who's all left? 2 Strigoi, and they're both at short range, or?
Yeah, they're both at short range, and they are both exposed to sunlight, weakening them.
But he's going with knives. He's not going with pistols.
Ooh.
Oh,
Please
okay.
don't die.
Don't die.
Silver or wooden?
Won't blessed work?
Blessed also work, yes.
I have blessed. But I also have silver and iron, if those will work too. But
Not iron.
I stated earlier he drew both of his blessed knives.
you go.
I forgot about that. Okay, so you
He
run
did
up.
say that.
I'm going to spend a maneuver to actually activate the talent Berserk. Once per encounter, I'm going to use this talent until the end of the encounter or until I am incapacitated. My character adds 1 success and 2 advantages to all melee combat checks they make. However, opponents add 1 success to all combat checks targeting my character. And while I'm Berserk, I cannot make ranged combat checks. And at the end of the encounter, I suffer 6 strain.
Story point, yay or nay?
Yay.
Yay!
Flipping it back.
Yay! Oh no!
Wow. Lucky you have Berserk on, because that gave you your only success.
Oh, wow.
1 success and 5 advantages.
That's insanity. So I have the talent Dual Strike. So when resolving a combined check to attack with 2 weapons in melee combat, I may suffer 2 strain to hit with the secondary weapon instead of spending 2 advantages.
Nice. And then are you going to crit?
We're definitely going to hit. And can I crit him twice?
You could either crit twice. So your weapons right now against them have a crit rating of 1.
Yeah.
So you could either crit twice, adding plus 10 to one and plus 20 to another, or you could crit once, adding plus 40 to it. So first, how much damage do your knives do? Because you have brawn.
Brawn 2, they do, and the knives do plus 1 each.
Okay.
Let's see, because I have 5 advantages. It'll take 2 to activate the crit quality on both knives.
They're blessed. They should only take 1 advantage to crit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It'll use up 2 advantages.
Yeah, but it would take 2 to have it crit twice.
So then it'll leave me with 3. Not spending advantages on the first crit, we'll put the remaining 3 advantages on the second crit.
And then technically it'll be another plus 10
So
because he'll already have another crit.
Yep.
So that works. Yeah. You could have just no additional. So spend all of the advantages on the second crit other than the one for the first crit. That works. All right. First crit, 43. Target is knocked prone and suffers 1 strain. So you bowl them over, which makes sense since he's weakened from the sunlight.
Are his thresholds cut in half because he's exposed to sunlight or no?
Yeah. And then that is plus 40 to the next one. That is overpowered. 78. They leave themselves open, and you may attempt another attack immediately using the same.
With the same pool.
Yes, please. Ooh, does that mean I could combine melee check a second time? Or is that just...
It's the same pool, so it has to be.
Well, 3 yellow and 1 green because of the story point you spent.
That's right, because of the story point.
Nice, I like it.
So in a way, I'm hitting him 4 times.
I love it.
All right. That is 1 success and 3 advantages.
Suffering 2 strain to smack with the second weapon again.
So you just basically jumped on him and started like...
The heart's in here somewhere.
I'll find it eventually. Just give me a second.
I think I've done enough damage just overall to slice and dice him to bits and pieces.
It's amazing.
You've had one success each time, and they do have soak. So
doesn't Blessed go through the soak though?
No, it ignores the Vampiric Resilience talent, which negates all damage dealt to them before.
All right, that is fair.
Yeah, so not much damage, but you're going to crit the crap out of them.
Yeah.
Because you have 3 advantages, so you can crit them again with plus 2, making it another plus 40.
Let's do that.
Let's crit him twice, and we'll put the remaining advantage into the second crit again.
Jeez.
All right.
We're just going to crit the heck out of this guy.
Do it.
We're trying. Freaking 4 crits in a turn.
8, so that would be a total of 98. Crippled. One of his limbs is impaired. You got him in the arm.
Yeah.
Stabbing around. His arm's useless, basically. And then again, with that last advantage, so that's plus 40. 86 plus 40, 126. Gruesome injury. Roll D10 to determine which of its characteristics is permanently affected.
Nice.
Permanently, yes. That's what we want.
Note this stuff.
And he's already weakened from the sunlight. That's his presence. But we cannot do that one. So we have to roll again.
Because, yeah.
Presence is already 1 from the sunlight.
And no characteristic can be 0.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. That goes instead to 4, which is agility. So you get him in the leg. He now has 1 agility.
So I
got the guy in the arm and the leg. He's like just freaking stab wounds all over the place.
Wow.
He's
Elianna's turn.
Elianna just walks outside the door, and the nearest Strigoi are like basically on top of Rian, right?
Yep.
Are they both exposed to the sun at this point?
Yeah, because the one that was exposed from Moroni's hit and is already partially damaged from those white flames is the one who's about to jump on Rian. Because Rian's on the ground on top of this one, stabbing.
Yeah, that one's prone.
And this one is basically about to jump on Rian once your turn is over.
Okay. Elianna takes aim at him, and she freezes. And that's the end of Elianna's turn.
So this thing jumps on Rian.
to roughly the middle of the episode. I don't know how roughly, because I just hope I found a spot to put this that isn't really weird. This is a really combat heavy episode, so I'm going to rush you through this as quickly as possible so you can get right back into the action. As always, if you're enjoying this episode, please consider telling a friend so that we can continue to grow and thrive and ultimately survive. That would be an awesome, cool person thing to do. That's the sort of thing that cool people do, at least in my book, anyway. Speaking of cool people, I would like to thank Aimee Clark, Richard Wyatt, Shane Roman, and Lucius Myers for being our wonderful, generous, fantastic, beautiful patrons. Thank you so, so much for all of your support. If you also want to become a wonderful, beautiful, awesome, all the good adjectives I just used just now, patron, you can go to patreon.com/thegenesysarchives and sign up for one of our Cool Beans tiers. You can find us on Tumblr, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, and we also have a Discord server, which is linked with everything else in the description. Again, thank you so very much for listening, and let's get right back into the action. Bye-bye!
So this thing jumps on Rian.
I dodge, suffer 2 strain to use dodge.
Twice?
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
And then also 4 black die.
Yep, from Joan's shield spell. Well, it's you're the reason why there's so many dice there. All right, yeah, he jumps at you and bounces off and you dodge out of the way, and one of his clawed hands slashes against the shield and is reflected, and you are fine. You're now no longer right on top of that one body, vampire.
So did that move me at all?
Not into short range or anything. You're still at engaged range, but you're just no longer directly on top of it.
I'd like to use the dodge improved talent then.
All right. And you are further away.
Incidental, the character may make a maneuver as an out of turn incidental after the triggering attack has been resolved.
All right, so yeah, you roll all the way out of the way. Then it is
everyone else.
All right, and then so more Strigoi are coming out around from the backyard.
What?
Mm-hmm.
But Moroni's friends come out. One of them, a middle-aged African-American man in a leather jacket, a hunting jacket, and a big shotgun in his hands. And the other, an Asian woman with 2 crossbows. So there's as a rappel line is shot down.
I love it.
Rappel down from the rooftop. They shot at the first Strigoi, and once they land, he lands in a roll and sends out a blast from his shotgun into one of the Strigoi, and she levels with her crossbow, hitting one of them in both hearts as it goes down.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the presence of some professionals.
I mean, technically Cayden is a professional, but
Technically Rian is a professional.
It's true. They're all professionals.
The robed figure just turns around and walks away.
I mean, what are we supposed to do about it?
Is it possible for Voltaire to give chase?
It will be on his turn. So it's Joan's turn first. And Joan is going to use her fire spell.
Fire spell.
Dodge improved. This is why I have it, to get out of your way.
Thank you. This is incendiary. And they light on fire.
Nice.
But they are not dead.
No!
Burn, baby, burn.
All right, then it's Cayden's turn.
What's the likelihood that Cayden could be lit on fire by attacking the ones that are currently on fire?
Biting would have a much bigger risk. Slashing at them with your claws, a much smaller risk.
Yeah, but his claws aren't wood.
Would Cayden have noticed said robed person?
No, probably not, actually. He's very focused in the fight, and he's still blind. I guess we'd have to make a vigilance check to see if he noticed that, actually. I guess.
Would he like, there's also, you did mention that he's pretty engrossed in the fight. So
Yeah,
would
probably
he care? Should we make a vigilance check? Or would he just go after the vampires?
It probably makes more sense for him to just go after the vampires.
It's just the vampires.
So you won't get their hearts with, like, you won't be able to pierce their hearts with your claws the same way you would with your fangs. But you could do enough damage to them that, like, the fire would do the rest.
True. But also with claws, would it, since they're not like wood or blessed or anything like that, would they, like, the damage would be slightly reduced, wouldn't it still?
Oh, no, it'd be considerably reduced.
Considerably reduced.
I want to just go with your fangs and take the potential for burning.
Yeah, you know what? Sure, we'll do that. Should be 3 yellow and 2 green. I guess he's technically going for the one that's prone because it's right there.
Yeah.
Does that make it an easier check because it's prone?
It adds a blue dice.
Yeah, it does add a blue die.
Okay.
All right, yeah, you tear into this guy, and you manage to pierce one of the hearts, but not both.
Okay.
But that is 7, 8, 9, 10.
His base bite damage is 9, so anything plus that.
Yeah, he's going to die once the fire gets through him.
Oh my.
All right,
Wow.
and then it's Voltaire's turn.
Voltaire's chasing after the shot caller.
Yeah.
All right, so he was at long range, so 2 maneuvers, and then he moved 1 range band away. So he was short range away from where he was before, and then so you went 2 maneuvers, you get him into medium range.
Excellent. Let's shoot him.
Get him in the leg. Get him in the leg.
Hey, you do have the talent that makes it easier to hit specific areas.
It's true.
Yeah, I'm aiming for him. I'm not aiming to kill. I'm aiming to incapacitate.
So are you aiming for his legs specifically?
More like the lower spine area.
Holy frick.
Ow.
Ooh, that's cool.
All right.
Jeez.
I like it, but dang. All right.
All right, so yeah, that is attempting to get the temporarily disabled critical injury.
Holy crap.
Target is immobilized until this critical injury is healed. That's basically what you're trying to get.
That's essentially.
All right, let's see if you can hit the lower spine.
I've got
Oh my gosh.
3 yellow, and yes, I would like to flip a story point.
The gaming gods are on your side.
Holy crap. Oh, shoot.
Oh my gosh.
Success with a triumph. Boom. Shot hits him in the back and he goes down. You're starting to annoy me. As he reaches back and yanks the bullet out of his own spine.
What?
Gosh, who is this guy?
And he turns back to Voltaire.
Hang on, so he gets up?
Yep.
What? He can't make maneuvers, but he can stand.
What?
Normal people wouldn't be able to make
Voltaire got the shot he was looking for.
Yep.
There's a despair, isn't there?
No.
Nope. I think this is all natural.
Oh.
I think it's all just him.
This all has to do with the individual he's targeting. And he holds out the cross staff and hisses, "Confess." And it flashes with bright light. And Voltaire, what is your discipline?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I have 2 yellow.
No, that's better than I thought that was gonna be.
I was just hit by lightning. Poof. Bye.
Don't put that curse on me, Caitlin.
I'm knocking on wood already.
All right. And Voltaire is going to suffer 6 wounds.
What?
And 6 strain as you just feel this like white hot fire burn into your bones. And you feel all of the guilt of everything you've ever done. You see Anna's face. You see the faces of those that you've killed working for the Order of Saint Lucifer. You see every sin flash, and you're brought to your knees.
Jeez.
By the time you can think straight again, in another round or 2, the figure is gone.
Oh my god.
Okay, in that case, the damage was reduced by 2.
Mm-hmm.
So that would have been 5 damage, putting me to 6 wounds. And is there any reduction in strain?
That was strain damage, so yes.
Okay, so that would be reduced by 2 as well.
Yes.
That would be 5.
I thought it was 6 damage.
Yeah,
You know it was. I don't know why you're thinking 7.
Yeah, so it should be 4 each.
Oh, Well, that makes life a little bit easier. Okay.
Wait, don't you also count your own soak? Or is this one ignoring that specific?
This particular spell ignores soak.
Ignores
that
soak,
puts
but
me-
the shield. Okay, yeah.
That puts me at my strain threshold.
All right. And yeah, so
So Voltaire's a mess.
Yeah.
Shocker.
Yeah.
Continue.
yeah, and so we just see that flash of light and Voltaire go down, like just clutching his head, and the figure just calmly walks away. Its staff just clinking against the ground as it does, and turns the corner and walks off out of sight.
Up to this point, Elianna has just been standing stock still, gun still aimed at where that Strigoi she was gonna shoot was, just glaring into thin air. But at the flash of light and Voltaire falling down, like she runs over there.
Remaining Strigoi run away, and the one that was attacked by Cayden like runs for a bit and then just collapses and keeps burning, while the other one still on fire runs away. There's some more shots in the background from our hunter friends before they come back around the house.
Okay, so that's the end of this encounter, right?
Yep.
As soon as all that's over, you just see Rian collapse onto all fours.
Gosh.
His strain is close to his threshold.
Moroni is going to roll a discipline check to...
That is a smart thing. Ooh, I want to do that too.
You know what? Rian would like to roll a cool check.
Hey, Moroni wakes up.
Nice.
He's back.
I don't know if Voltaire is coherent enough to make a check.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's up to you.
Yeah.
I'm going to say narratively he isn't coherent enough to make a check.
Elianna, like, when she gets over to Voltaire, she puts a hand on his shoulder and, like, drops down next to him. And she's like, Are you all right? What just happened?
No.
Andy's gonna saunter over there and do some healing stuff, since everyone else seems a little better.
Saunter over to where exactly? Is there a
to where Elianna and Voltaire are.
Okay.
Because he seems the most injured right now, and then she'll probably go over to Rian and...
Yeah, Moroni shakes his head and wakes up and says, oh, that's embarrassing. I'm assuming we're all still alive then.
Yeah, we're still alive.
When Rian says that and Valkyrie had fallen on all fours, you see Cayden in his wolf form kind of do the typical dog thing where they stick their nose to the ground, sniffs and just sniffs the air and makes his way over to Rian. And when he finds Rian, he rubs himself up against Rian in a kind of comforting type of gesture.
Oh.
Rian kind of just stays on knees but sits up a bit, and then he just rubs Cayden on the head and says, thanks.
There is a tail wag, yes.
Oh my gosh. Cayden.
This is so wholesome.
But I would like to check to recover strain.
Got some
Same
real
here.
tonal dissonance over here.
Look, wolves are animals first, and most animals like pets and pets, so
That's true.
I don't see anything against this.
That's true.
But yeah, I'd like to make a discipline check to recover strain as well.
Discipline?
Yes.
What is it?
Also, I just realized, even though as a wolf his willpower is 2, he has dedication and will, so it stays at 3.
Nice.
So it actually had an extra green die in his vigilance check, but it's too late for that. But that means he has 3 yellow for his discipline.
Dang.
You regain 3 strain.
Nice. I like that. That's good.
I would like to, cooler discipline is the same thing. 2 yellow.
You regain 1 strain.
Nice.
And then Andy's doing a healing check on Voltaire.
So that'll be 3 yellow and 2 green in my bracelet.
What does your bracelet look like again?
It's my chunky coral bracelet that I keep always.
Yep. Starts to glow with that faint blue light as Voltaire heals 4 wounds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 5 strain, unless you want to use some of that strain to heal, some of those advantages to heal your own strain.
No, I'm fine.
All right, then yes, 4 wounds and 5 strain. And yeah, so the 2 hunters coming around, the African-American man just chuckles as he holds a hand out to lift Moroni to his feet. It's like, it's been a long time since I've seen you knocked on your rear. Quiet, Sam. Did you get all the rest? Yes, we have them. It's been a while since I've had a good vampire hunt. girl has holsters. She's got like 4 different small crossbows holstered on her and 1 larger crossbow with a scope on her back.
Oh, I love it. Yes.
Dude.
And she's got these 2 belts over her chest that just have a bunch of knives in them.
Nice.
Man, if only Cayden could just walk out in the open, just decked out in most of his things.
Seeing closer, the African-American guy, he has a sniper rifle slung over his back, the shotgun in his hands, and 2 Desert Eagles on each
This
side of the
guy. Talk about booted up and suited up.
Hey, everyone. These are 2 of my friends, Samuel and Kimiko. They're hunters. Nice to meet you. Likewise.
Howdy.
I don't think you need to stay in the wolf form. I think we took out all of the vamps.
Perhaps we should take out the wooden piece before he turns back. As Rian is like, you mind if I take these off you?
He just like leans his head in the general direction of Rian.
All right, Rian takes off the wooden fangs.
There's another like with his mouth as he gets adjusted back to the normalcy of it. Do I have to make another discipline check to switch back?
No, you can just shift.
Nice. I like that. All right, then he just shifts back into normal Cayden.
Woohoo. After that, Rian's gonna pick up his knives and sheath them and then stand up. He's a little wobbly though. He's a little wobbly.
If Voltaire tries to get up at any point, Elianna's gonna help him.
Yeah, I think after Andi magics him, he's coherent enough to stand up, and he looks at both of you. Thank you.
Elianna makes a sound and she looks incredibly bitter but concerned about, like, she has a bitterness in her face.
Bitterness?
Like
towards me? Towards Andi?
No.
Andy's just gonna walk away.
That's fair.
Group.
Are you good to, like, move around and stuff, or?
Physically, I'm all right. Mentally, I've been better.
Yeah. Well, we should probably get moving.
Yes. He shakes his head and just offers his arm, and he's just like, shall we away to the next fresh horror that today has in store?
Elianna just stares at his arm for a second and then just takes it blankly.
Moroni kind of steps over to them. Are you all right, Elianna?
Oh, I'm great. I'm fine. I mean, we're all alive, so that's pretty good.
When she says she's fine, you feel like a look cross his face, and you remember what he said about knowing when someone's lying.
Yep. She doesn't care.
Though I'm curious, how much of that bitterness is still there?
It is coming off of her in waves.
Oh, joy.
Oh, bugger.
What is he so bitter about?
I don't know, but bitterness and anger are not emotions you have seen or experienced with Elianna.
No.
They're not, and Cayden can smell them coming off her.
Yep. If they're that palpable, then yes. Like, upon her saying, oh, I'm fine, he actually turns in her direction with, the tiniest of an eyebrow raise, but then, turns back to where he assumes the other hunters are.
Andy is just actively ignoring the bad vibes.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Rian just looks over and just turns back to Cayden.
Well, what were the names of the other hunters? I heard Sam was one.
Yeah, Samuel and Kimiko.
Well, Samuel, Kimiko, thank you so much for your assistance in this. But and also, Moroni, I'm afraid that I think we've overstayed our welcome. It's probably best we leave immediately.
We'll let the rest of the hunters in the city know what the deal is.
That's probably wise. There's some kind of storm coming, but who knows who's going to be in its path.
And if the Inquisition is willing to stoop to the level that they are, well, not all monsters have fangs.
Ain't that the truth? But again, he tips his hat towards all of them. Just thank you kindly for your protection.
Well, make sure something good comes of it, all right?
We'll do our best. They all do. And like Cayden just kind of like looks at the rest of the group, sees if they like move or anything. If they don't, he's gonna be like, well, I don't know where the car is.
All right, well, I guess we should get going. This way, Cayden.
Thank you.
As soon as everyone's moving, Rian's gonna walk over to Moroni and hand him back the wooden fangs.
Thank you.
Hey.
Have to clean these off a bit, but
Thanks for letting them use it. Use them.
stay safe, all of you. Or as safe as you can, at least.
Yeah, we do our best every day. Then he just tips his hat to Moroni and walks over to the van.
Voltaire can't look Moroni in the face.
No.
After that, I'm not surprised.
He cannot look Moroni in the face.
Moroni actually, like, as they go to the van, Moroni speaks up. Voltaire?
Yes, Mr. Johnson.
Guilt can do a lot of things to a man. Let it push you forward, not back.
After he says that, he looks Moroni in the face. I will try.
Gives him a small nod.
He gets into the van.
All right, come on, Sam, Kim, track down that one that went screaming off into who knows where. And they head out, and so do we. And that is where we shall end.
Oh, God.
Oh, I like that. I like that immensely. Ooh.
Oh, like 2 weeks?